So, those of you who followed me many, many years ago, you gave me enough subscribers for me to be allowed to post live. Sorry. Um, I am very excited today to join the rally for, let's see, AOC. Can we see that? Team AOC. Eh, Team AOC. And then my headband is also AOC. And then I also I wear gloves because my Irish skin cannot take the sun down here in LA. My Zelensky is my hero on my backpack, and I'm excited to be going. There's going to be Joan Baez, and this is like the 1960s, doing a rally. And I was just thinking today, back in my teen years, I was mostly really happy when Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were in office. America was at an all-time high. We we had a great budget. We had everything was going really well. We were obviously in a recession left over from Bush, but we got all sorted out, and it was very hopeful and very exciting to be an American back then. And anyone who says otherwise is just spoiled because they have no idea how bad these things can get. Um, so the one thing that made me sad though was that, like, my mother had been a hippie and she had done a lot to, um, you know, uh, protest the government with the Vietnam War and things like that. And I remember thinking, I was so short-sighted back then. I was young. What did I know? But I remember thinking, oh, with Clinton in office, I'll never have to protest anything because the government's actually doing a really good job, like not hurting other countries and not hurting people and not ignoring its own people and allowing everyone to have a voice. And we had Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it was truly the America that America was supposed to be, right? Where women had equal rights to men. And I cannot tell you how shocked and horrified and terrified I am to see us backslide so far. And, you know, it's all been done. Well, it looks legal, but I think we all know that there's a lot of liars and manipulators in the world, mostly men. Mostly men. I don't care what men say about women, mostly men. The people who are saying, oh, women do it too. Well, you know, there's what's known as reactive abuse, and that's usually what women are up to. So it's mainly just to survive the men. Those of you who watched my videos many years ago, which I had to take down because the ex I had finally left, my ex, by the way, and imagine my horror and terror when in the same year that I left my ex, we voted a man into office that was exactly like my ex, just a liar, a cheater, you know, someone who would go to all the lengths, including seeing other people die rather than admit. Oh, wait. Oh, look at this. The Watermelon Eater. Hi, I'm doing good. Did you? Oh, there's hearts. Wow, this live stream thing is so cool. Um, Thank you for asking. How am I doing? You know, it's not easy. It's really not easy. And then thinking that I had escaped the frying pan to find that our government is now the fire is gut-wrenching and really, really frightening. Whew. Isaiah, hi. And the Watermelon Eater. Oh, thanks, Watermelon Eater. Little smile right there. So yes, I'm on my way downtown to see AOC. Like I said, I've got the little button here, and I've got her bandana on. And oh, and my story was that back in the day with Bill Clinton and Hillary, I was very happy and life was going well, and I could focus on things like my studies and growing my life, thanks to people like them and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I was actually, the only thing that made me sad, and I even heard Grace say it on Will and Grace. I heard her say, "Oh, I'll never get to like protest anything because life was just too good in America." And so the one thing I can say, the one upside for today is I get to follow in my mother's footsteps and I get to go protest. Protest this current government that, nobody voted for. So few people voted for. This is not the will of the people. This is not the voice of the people. This is not what America was built for. We did not go through what we went through so that we could just end up with more kings, more kings. And don't get me started on South Africa, because I lived through the whole apartheid thing and then the whole fake apologize to the Africans in the South Africa apartheid thing. I'm sorry, but South Africa is still showing its true colors, and there was a reason why the whole world embargoed you. Yeah, sucks to be you now. But let's make sure it doesn't suck to be American, right? So I'm going to check back in with you. I had to pull over to do this. The traffic was really bad. I'm actually sitting outside of my friend's animation studio, and doing a little post before I head on. I'm only a few miles from downtown. I did have a panic because I was planning on being there by 12, and then suddenly online it said 9:30 Pacific Coast, 12:30 West Coast, East Coast. I beg your pardon. Thanks for all the hearts. I'm assuming that's the Watermelon Eater. Thank you. And Isaiah, hi guys. It's been a long time since I've been online. That's because my ex and his girlfriend were following my videos, literally listening to them and writing them down and then turning it into court as evidence for why I despised people with autism. If I despised people with autism, would I have married one? Would I have given birth to one? No, autism is a very necessary part of life, of humanity, a very necessary part of everything. All engineering, all getting to the moon, all understanding of science, 100% comes from autism. Autism is brilliant. It does need to be managed. It does need to be managed because when autism gets out of control, we get leaders like who we have in office right now. And that's just unfortunate for all of us. If the current leader, I don't want to put weight on his name. I don't want to see his face anymore. I've been looking at that face for every single day for almost a decade now. I'm very, very sick and tired of the orange Muppet. I can't. But unchecked autism is extremely unfortunate. And nowadays we have all these wonderful things in place, inclusiveness, which I love, and and all the bright parts of autism again, like engineering, science, getting to space, mathematics, things like that. So anyway, I'm gonna head closer to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders. Wow, I'm feeling the burn today. And I'm gonna go be amongst who I believe are the real Americans, the pioneers, the ones who got away from imperialism, the ones who fight daily for their rights. That's the America I believe in. So I'll check back in with you guys. Thanks so much. 2 people. So nice to see you guys. Bye.